que viene.
You shouldn't watch season 4 if you don't react well to death.
I've had people on Instagram reaching out being like, I'm dreading it since like season 2. I'm dreading it. I'm like, yeah, don't worry about it. And this year they're like, I'm dreading it. I just stay quiet. I'm like, well, here it is. We all knew this was coming.
It's gonna be brutal.
Jonathan said, season 3 is gonna melt your face off, and season 4 is gonna break your heart.
The whole season starts off like a stick of dynamite.
What nerve to take our fans on such an emotional roller coaster.
They don't even buckle you up and they just kind of send you off. That's what it's gonna be like.
We know where we're going, and there's no stopping that.
There's a lot of grieving in season 4, and how Jesus brings light in the midst of all that.
Season 4 is exciting, but there are some things that you maybe won't be the most excited to see.
If the thing you love about The Chosen is the miracles and the smiles and the laughter, that's there in season 4, preceded by challenge and question and doubt.
We have to really get you into what that year of persecution might have been. Now comes some of the hard stuff.
There's physical conflict now. The stones are coming out, the swords are coming out, the stakes are rising in a dramatic way between the Romans.
So if you really wanted some boring television, this is not for you.
Even between the Pharisees, the Sadducees.
You're going to sob in excitement, you're going to sob in sadness.
There's nothing wrong with not crying too. If you're dead inside, that's fine.
Sure, there are going to be moments where it feels painful because we care about the people that we're watching. Faced with their biggest challenges, they must rise.
When you're forced to face insurmountable challenges, you start to really discover who you are. We are forced to reckon with the life that we've chosen.
For the disciples, they look forward to Holy Week as this is our time. This is when we celebrate, and this is when we get closer to Jesus, the Messiah, taking over. And so they're excited, and Jesus is sad.
Season 4 really ratchets things up in terms of people starting to not be on the same page as Jesus. Some of our characters begin to doubt and shift their loyalties and start to second guess.
Judas in season 4 is especially big on this. He's like, all of our people are together at once. We've got the numbers, we've got the Messiah. This is our time to establish the Jewish people and Israel as the dominant force in the world.
Judas and the priest. They have to fear Judas and Shmuel.
We're asking a lot this season from people, but I know it'll be worth it.
Emotionally, I think there's high highs and there's low lows, and I think people should just really be prepared for that.
We never shy away from the tough parts. I think the whole message of the gospel relies on the tough stuff. In your pain, in your struggle, in your questions, there is joy and peace that only comes from God.
While it might not be pleasant to watch, you need those bad moments to have the light.
We really lean into that this season, the darkness and the light, the bitter and the sweet. Fans have to brace themselves for the bitter, even though there is going to be sweet.
To get the olive oil, you have to crush the olives. This season will crush you. At the same time, it's going to teach us how to deal with loss. Not much has changed in 2,000 years, and we see that with the characters this season as their hearts break, and they learn to keep the faith when it gets really hard to do. Just kind of want people to take away from this season that they're not alone.
What are fans not looking forward to this season? The beginning of the end. This starts the beginning of the end this season.